Hello everybody, it's Dr. Matthew Johnson and
Cynthia Kreitzberg.
And it is Sunday morning, August 19th, 2018, 10:47 a.m. And we're here after an awesome night sit and sleepover. We've got a bunch of people in our house who we don't even know. Help! Help! Okay, anyway, we're gonna film their testimonial of what they saw and heard last night, if they saw and heard anything. Hello. Who are you?
I'm John. And I was here once before in May,
Yes, you were.
and so I really enjoyed the camp out last night and the visit. How do I want to say this? I was practicing my forest observation techniques to not have my eyes playing tricks on me, and I had this wonderful feeling of spiritual presence, the connectedness and the well-being and the joy of being, and something. Anyway, that was what I got out of it. This feeling of beauty all around us and peace within our heart. That was just a wonderful way that I was touched last night. And that was so worthwhile to me and such a wonderful quality experience.
Awesome. Thank you, John. Next.
Hello.
Hi.
Well,
Who are you?
I'm Donna. I belong to him.
Him.
Yeah. Lots of things. Mostly after I went to bed. But I did see a shimmering image that kept appearing in front of me as we were sitting out there. Mm-hmm. After I went to bed, I had, they were taking my blanket off. I said, no, put it back on again. I heard 3 vocalizations, could not understand what they were saying. They were patting my head, they were touching my nose, and they give me a visual, like I'm watching a video movie. And they were all around us. There was Sasquatch standing by all the cots. I had a medium-sized fat one by me. It was very interesting. And yeah, more of the same tonight, I hope. It was fun.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next up to bat is, scroll on down, Keith Leiser.
Last night was not near as active as it was the night before because I kept falling asleep. But I did hear some yelps, some hoops, some tree snaps, and some orbs in the same area we were looking at Friday night. And it's just awesome to be able to feel the presence of the Zanu. And of course, being with great people who are all here to do the same thing. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi, I'm Dawn,
Yeah.
and last night was not as active as Friday night. However, I did see a lot of orbs and saw the flash a couple of times again, and heard lots of tree snaps, little ones running in the woods back behind the wood pile, of course. I went down the path, and they were right there in the little shrubs right next to me, and they were making a little bit of noise for me when I went down there. And I did ask for healing, and I don't know if I actually got healing or beginning processes of healing. However, I slept for 5 hours straight, and I have not done that in months.
Plus your shoulder wasn't hurting you,
My
right?
shoulder was not hurting me when I first woke up this morning.
And normally it does.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Hello.
Hi, it's Teresa, and last night I saw a lot of flickering red lights, and then there was a tree, big light bark tree that was lighting up. Started from the bottom, long, oblong, white lights going up the tree and around it, and then to my left was a road that goes down probably about, 65 feet. And there's a wood pile down there, and I saw a yellow, flamey light, which was probably about 5 feet tall and about 2.5 feet wide.
Wow.
That was there for about 2 minutes. So that was my experience for the first night.
Yay. Awesome.
Yay!
Thank you. Hello.
Hello, I'm Rami. And last night I saw when Dr. Johnson went to play music for the first time.
Who?
Dr. J. Dr. J. When he went to
Okay.
play music for the first
Or
time.
Matt. Matt
Or
works.
Matt,
Okay.
Matt.
Yeah.
I saw a shadow bend down and kind of run behind him.
Huh.
Reminded me of somebody moving in front of the movie screen and just ducking down so that it's not blocking the view for everyone else.
Okay.
Red eye shine
Cool.
and white flickering lights. And twice I saw outline. It was kind of orangish, just a quick outline.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw that twice, and I felt a presence to the left of me the entire time.
Okay.
When I got back down to my cot, there was a quick, short whistle to the left of me, and I thought Cindy was down in her bed because there was noises down there. And Cindy came about a half hour later.
Oh, right. Yes.
And then vocalizations. At 4 this morning, across the swamp area there were some yells, some howls, and a lot of coyotes. And again, about between 6:10, 6:15 or so, another round.
Yeah. Hopefully, my parabolic microphone dish will record that.
It
So
should have.
if
yeah.
it
was
if it does,
good.
I'll post it for everybody. Awesome. Okay. Hello.
Pamela, and I saw orbs coming from the trees. I heard hoots, really distant hoots, and I heard that whistle. It was very interesting, just one single whistle. Yeah, and I thought, well, that's interesting. Who did that? And, you know, then I just went to my pallet and sat there and listened to the music and went to sleep, and I was gone. I'm just gone until I woke up this morning.
Awesome. Thank you. Cindy the cook. I love Cindy Johnson. I love Cindy Johnson.
Last night I didn't have anything going on. The night before, Keith and Dawn came in and said they saw all kinds of twinkling lights and stuff, and I've been here since May, and I've never seen the lights. I don't know what everybody's talking about. I think it's all mass hysteria. And I thought, well, if they're out there right now, I'm gonna run out there and go. So I went out, these guys all went to bed, and I was out there by myself, and I kept seeing all these lights, and I kept rubbing my eyes, trying to think, boy, my eyes are wonky tonight. And they weren't going away, and I have a lot of floaters. Yeah. So I'm thinking, okay, is this my eyes? And they were stationary, and there was a cluster up about 5 feet up, and then there were a bunch on the ground, a whole bunch on the ground, and then all of a sudden some right in front of me, and they're just like pinprick lights, and they're bright white. And I finally, after probably half hour, I finally convinced myself, no, I think this is what everybody's talking about. It's not my wonky eyes. And so I finally accepted the fact that, oh, I guess I am now seeing them. And it was really cool. And then I heard the weirdest, long, high-pitched call or something. I don't know what the heck that was. And I've never heard it before. I've heard them chatter. I've heard them talk. I've heard all that kind of stuff, the howls, the hoots and stuff. But this thing was weird. So other than that, I think that's been my experience so far on
Awesome.
this trip.
Thank you, Cindy.
Yep.
Now, hiding behind the post over here is the rare, hard to spot beep Teresa.
With a red face now.
Hi. Is that a sunburn?
It's gonna get redder.
Or are you just embarrassed?
Getting warm.
Okay. Anything last night?
I saw a lot of different light colors.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a red right down by the bottom of the bush, and then later on it turned into like 3 red down at the bottom of the bush. And I thought it was because I had my eyes covered for a while because I was cold and I was covering, and then I uncovered and I looked and it's there. So I did the same thing you did. I rubbed my eyes a couple times and looked again, and there are 3 red dots. And I saw they might have been orange, because they're probably orange. The red dots were out in the trees, just about 12 o'clock, a little bit to the left of the 12.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw 2 red dots down there, and still I wasn't real sure, but they stayed there too. But the prettiest one I saw was a really deep, dark blue, and I kept thinking, I can't be seeing this dark of a beautiful blue in the night like this, because it was a dark blue, but it was beautiful. And it was beautiful, it was really pretty. And I just couldn't believe it. And then another thing that happened to me was when Matthew would go down the trail, and he was playing his music, and then he'd start to come back up, and I'd see him coming up around the corner. I could smell the smell, and it smelled so nice. I really can't explain it. It didn't really smell like a flower. It didn't smell like vanilla. I've smelled the vanilla before in the barn. This didn't smell like that. It's kind of a combination of really nice smells, and I thought, oh, that's not Matthew, because he's still down there.
Oh, it couldn't have been me. No, Matt doesn't smell nice. Okay, that's fine. Keep going.
But then he came up and by, and then it was gone. And then it happened another time and another time. But the first time I didn't really realize it. I thought it was Cynthia's, because she said she had peppermint on, and I thought that was what it was.
I kept
But
smelling
it
peppermint.
wasn't. It only came by after he was down, coming back up the hill. And so, gosh, I really like that smell. If you could smell like that, I want to know what it is. But it was a beautiful smell, and it was very calming, very peaceful. Everything was just really peaceful, really nice. And the
yes?
blue is the best, though. The blue is definitely the best. Now I'm done.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you. Yay.
Yay. Now, not hiding behind a post over here, the troublemaker.
My sister.
Your sister, the one that gets you in trouble. That's right. Hi.
Hi.
Who are you?
I am Dolly. Everybody knows me by Grandma Dolly, but anyway, I was not sitting near Teresa, and I had the same smell, or same sense of smell. It might not have been the same flavor that she was smelling, but I could smell it just at certain times, and it wasn't constant. So I know that it wasn't a scent on somebody. And I got to see some of the lights in the trees, but I'm still trying to learn what to look for.
Okay.
And it was wonderful.
Are you having fun so far?
Oh, I've had a blast. I want to come back.
Are you keeping your sister out of trouble?
Yes.
Yes.
If she peeps again, you just get on.
Yeah, I will. I will. Hi, what's your name?
I'm Matt.
Did I tell you I like that name? Yeah.
So last night I had that dimmer effect that when it gets darker in quick stages, and then I saw when you're in the bottom of a pool or a lake and you look up and got the shimmery light.
Yes.
I saw some of that, and I heard a lot of commotion and movement in between the 1 and the 2 o'clock position all night. And then this morning, I heard a vocalization followed by the coyotes, and it was at a time when the coyotes and stuff should be sleeping, so that was pretty neat.
Yeah, I think a lot of us heard that. That was pretty cool. Awesome. Are you having fun, Matt?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Good. Did I tell you I like that name? That's a good name, Matt. Hi, who are you?
I'm Diane.
And I'm Matt's.
I'm Matt's mom.
Did I tell you I like that name? That was a good name to name him. Yeah, it was a good name.
That's my
Okay.
favorite name. Well, I heard just about everything everybody else heard last night and saw lights, like a light would come and then it would dimmer down and then it would go up, and then I saw the red eyes shine, or is it eye shine or glow?
I glow.
I glow in the trees, and I heard the hoop and the coyotes, and I even heard a hoop and coyotes after daylight this morning.
Oh, okay.
And which was a shock, but pretty much heard everything everybody else did.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Hello.
Hi, I'm Teresa.
Yeah.
One of them.
Teresa to the third power.
Last night I was sitting out there in the meadow and I could smell the peppermint, but you were sitting way in front of us. I don't think it was what you had on. When we first got here, we stopped at the dollar store and got 3 bags of peppermints, and Dolly and I and Rami just smelled that peppermint smell all around us all the time.
Yes. Submarine ping.
I saw a blue flash over here to the maybe 10 o'clock, and at 12 o'clock there was a dark tree and then an open area, and I could see sparkles and a red flash in there, and I kept telling Dolly about it, but I think she was sitting at the wrong angle to see it. I heard the whistle and I smelled a pine smell that was really strong, and then it was gone. And there was something else. Oh, I thought I saw a rod, and they were saying that it was like going up the tree, but I just saw one little section of it. And then there was something else. Oh, right in front of me at probably 10:30 spot on the perimeter, there was all of a sudden there was this kind of a shimmer, like something was standing there, and then it was gone. But, yeah, it was nice.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm Jane,
Jane. From where?
Ohio.
Oh, hi. Oh.
Oh. And last night was my first night out. And I also, what Teresa saw on the tree, I saw the tree, I don't want to say light up, but it did get brighter. And it wasn't the whole tree, it was a section of it. And it kept doing that off and on. And not bright flashing or anything, but it did keep doing that. And also when Matt was walking with the music, I kept seeing things look like little white dots kind of following him or chasing him, and he would walk along the path and then come back. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I did say, John, if the little guys are out there, they can come visit me. Well, I shouldn't have said that, because when I did go to bed, I have a cot. I mean, not a cot, I had a lounge chair where the foot comes out and it can go up or down like this. And I locked it up and I went to sleep. About an hour later, it went boom, and it, my feet hit the ground. I thought, how I wasn't moving. You can't move in those things.
When they're locked.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I picked it up again and pulled it real hard to make sure it would lock, and went back to sleep. And I swear, as soon as I fell asleep, boom, did it again. So I thought, okay, I'm not gonna fight with it. Somebody doesn't want me to have my feet up, but I did. I pulled it up again, and third time, boom. And my knees were hurting by this time. I thought, whatever it is, I don't know what's going on, but they were playing with me, so I left my feet down and I went back to sleep. And then in the morning, I did hear coyotes about dawn. I didn't have my watch, so I have no idea what time it was. And I also heard a constant knocking, not a knocking, but
It was a peck.
yeah, pecking.
Over by the shed. It was 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
I heard that too. I thought that was
Yeah.
somebody messing around.
Well, that's what I thought. It was a woodpecker, but it went
Yeah.
on and
Yeah.
on and on.
It was still going on when I woke up.
And I thought,
Huh.
whoever it is, they're really.
So that wasn't any of you guys here?
No.
Oh.
It might have been a woodpecker.
No, that was not
It was a
woodpecker.
long time.
Woodpecker wouldn't be doing that on a plastic.
No, what I heard was on wood.
No.
637.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Woodpeckers are. Yeah. Yeah, that woodpeckers don't peck like that, babe. Hi,
Another
who
thing,
are you?
snoring.
Hey, you had to mention it.
I had a great night.
You had a great night other than the
Yes, thank you,
snoring.
Matt and Cynthia.
In
Okay,
my defense,
in your defense.
I warned her.
Yes, okay.
And I forgot to take out my hearing aids. You're right.
That's right, okay.
We're just on record.
Hi, who are you?
I don't know. Not much for me last night. I think I was just too tired and I put too much peppermint near my eyes, so my eyes were burning and I couldn't really see anything. So other than the dogs bouncing off my lap to follow you down the path and back up and down the path and back up. Not much activity for me.
Okay. Well, I'm going to hand this camera to you, babe, so you can film me before we wrap this up. But before I give it to you, I need to make one comment about my walking by and things smelling. I just want to let you know that when I walked by a certain individual during the night several times, something was smelling. I'm just saying. Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm Dr. Matthew Johnson, and that was Cynthia who forgot to say her name. She's my babe. I love you, babe. Okay, so anyway, what did I see last night? I was walking around playing the music. When I walked down to the 12 o'clock position with the woodpile, I saw on the other side of the woodpile 2 fully formed in their hairy bipedal, shape, 2 young ones that squatted down when I walked up to the woodpile, and I'm looking over the woodpile and they're looking up at me like, hi, so that was pretty cool. And then when I walked around over toward the 1 o'clock position where a lot of noise was coming from off and on during the night, I saw what had to have been a 10-footer, and it wasn't fully formed. It was more like red light, but I clearly saw eyes and nose and mouth and the head and the shoulders. Then I had another point over at the 3 o'clock position, down the path that Pam went to take, to go sleep on her cot. I saw some light beams back in the woods, which was cool. And then when I got back to the woodpile later on that evening, on the other side of the woodpile was somebody who was as tall as I was, but the ground is sloped on the other side of the woodpile, which means I'm almost 7 feet tall. So whoever that was had to be 8 or 9 feet tall because of the slope. And I could clearly see, and this wasn't fully formed, this was like red shimmering image, but I could see the head, the forehead, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, shoulders, and he's 6 feet away from me, just on the other side of the woodpile. And I'm looking at him while I'm playing the music, and I'm going, hello, and he kind of smiles at me, and then I'm singing the song. It was the Rainbow Song, Over the Rainbow by Isaiah. And he's trying to mouth the words of the song while I'm singing. And I'm like, that's cool. You go, bro. And so I walked by, again, everybody. And so while I'm walking by everybody, I was smelling something, just saying. I don't know what the smell was, but,
Was it pleasant?
Was it a pleasant smell? I don't know, but we may find out tonight. Okay,
Don't sleep downwind of Keith.
Yeah. So you all having a fun time?
Yes.
Okay, well, we're going to go out and do whatever we're all going to do on our Sunday afternoon. Be back in time for dinner at 7 p.m. Yay! This is Dr. J signing off. I love you, babe.
Love you too.